Good morning, friends. I want to continue this theme of moving in the other's direction in a seed sowing sort of a way. So you and I all have relationships that we would like to see make some progress in one way or another. And in those different kinds of relationships, they need some nurture. They need some sowing into. And maybe you're a parent and you have a child that the relationship is broken, or you're a friend, you have a friendship that you cherish, but then that friendship is broken. I want to suggest to you today that there's a way of being able to address this. I think that is playing the long game more than it is the short game. That is, as I was moving in my daughter's direction and the whole thing, it was just lots and lots of small movements toward the person. And I think, in your marriage, if you want a different kind of intimacy and closeness, start making these small movements toward each other or toward your spouse, even if they're not moving back. That was one of the big things with my daughter, is that she was not moving toward me, but I actually just started to make these small movements in her direction. And over time, it began to change the whole relational dynamic. And so again, I think that maybe it's a boss that you're having a hard time with, move in their direction. An employee, move in their direction. Not in big steps, not in sitting down and having a big powwow necessarily, but in making these small steps toward the people that we want to change their relationship with. We have to, if we want to. Well, I used to say it this way: if you want to bake a different cake, you have to change the recipe, or else you'll bake the same cake with the same recipe. So you start changing the recipe by moving in their direction, sowing those small seeds that over time change the dynamic in terms of human relationships. Let's do that and see over the next weeks and months and maybe even years how that changes the dynamic in our relationships, simply because we do these small movements toward others and our relationships change because of it. Thanks so much for joining me. That's our word for today.